Good evening, campers, and welcome to Rimworld. I'm Commander Exorcist. This is a new experience here on the channel. We're going to be playing a full game of Rimworld. Now, Rimworld is an indie game. It's a real-time strategy colony sim story generator. So it is a mix of a lot of different things. It's got a little bit of everything in it, and so this game is no joke. It is very difficult, very hard to learn. It has a high learning curve. It's very complex, very nuanced, but it's a lot of fun. It's extremely addicting, and I've been playing it for a while without much improvement for some reason, but it's a lot of fun, and I thought that it would be cool to go through and build our own colony here on the channel and kind of showcase some of the weirdness that can come from Rimworld. Now, it says it's a story generator, and that is absolutely true, because Rimworld is less about min-maxing and more about experiencing the drama around something like this. So the story essentially is that you have this ship that has disintegrated in orbit, and we are going to have a set of colonists that crash land on this planet, and they're going to try to build a colony and try to survive. What will happen? Almost anything can happen. And that's what we're going to talk about. But so before we get started with the game, I just kind of wanted to start by showing the intro screen. I'm not going to do this for each of the playthroughs if we do more of these, but since we're just getting started, I want to take a few minutes and kind of explain a little bit about some Rimworld basics and how to get started and some things to expect. Now, as of the recording of this video, there are 3 DLC available for Rimworld. You've got Royalty, Ideology, and Biotech. Each one of these adds different character types, some different traits, equipment, structure types, and just adds a little bit of flavor to the base game. However, since this is my first recorded playthrough, and I would like not to die within the first 45 minutes of playing, we're going to play Rimworld Vanilla. That's right, we're going to play Rimworld. I have the DLC activated, but for the game that we're going to play, we don't have any of the DLC effects turned on. So this is going to be as vanilla basic Rimworld as you can get. The intention here is to showcase this game in its purest form. So if you're on the fence about it, hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of whether Rimworld is for you or not. I can say that if you've tried Rimworld and it didn't kind of catch your attention, give it another try. It takes a little bit of time to kind of learn some of the mechanics, but once you do, it's a lot of fun. And so I hope that you'll stick with me as we explore this crazy world and get to experience the drama of our new colony. So, and the last thing I want to do before we get started and jump into the game is talk a little bit about what Rimworld is. So I said Rimworld is a story generator. It's a real-time strategy game. So when you start a new game, you select a scenario. So we're choosing a scenario here, and each scenario increases in difficulty from the crash landed scenario, which is really the basic scenario. This is what you start off with 3 characters and a bunch of equipment, because you're from a doomed ship. So you've got a pretty good set of resources to get you started. Then, that goes up there right up to naked brutality, where you are a completely naked colonist, one colonist, with pretty much no resources at all, or you can be a vampire. Like, there's a legitimate vampire. So it's a vampire story, and that's what this is. It's like you saw all kinds of cool stuff that you could come up with for this game. Once you have picked your so say we wanted to do Lost Tribe. Lost Tribe is a little difficult. Then you pick your storyteller. Your AI storyteller is going to provide you with little snippets of interaction between your colonists. And so everything in Rimworld is connected. So your colonists are going to have different traits, different things about them that make them special. And special is not always good, because sometimes you'll have, say you may have a royal someone who was a princess who doesn't do manual labor. And so she's more about social aspects and won't do cleaning and won't be hauling anything. So she's very limited in what she can do. Or you may have a hunter who is addicted to psychotropics. And so you have a drug addict that you have to work with. And if you don't feed that addiction, they could have a psychotic break and go around and start hurting people. So it really can be it's a challenge against the environment, but it's also a challenge in the human aspect of trying to manage the different things that real people deal with, I guess, on alien worlds. So your AI storyteller, there's 3 of them. There's Cassandra, Phoebe, and Randy. Each one of them provides kind of a different flavor for our AI-generated text and our social interactions. Now, the game we're going to be playing, we actually are playing with Phoebe. So Phoebe is going to be kind of giving us our guidance as we explore Rimworld. And we are ready to jump into the LANDA tribe. That is going to be our colony's name. They are from the LANDA family on board this starship. And here they are landing. Maya landed in the river. So these are our first colonists. So we've got Maya, Ryoko, and Daniel. Okay. We've got a Marine, a Grifter, and an Engineer. So, and each one of these characters has different bios. So you can take a look. So we look at Maya. She's female, age 51. She's a quick sleeper. She's tough, but she's incapable of crafting or being intellectual. So she's more of give her a hammer, everything's a nail kind of person. So Ryoko, on the other hand, she's still not capable. She's got a really low intellectual score, which means that she's not going to be a good pick for researching, but she's going to be great for shooting, and she loves it. Daniel, on the other hand, is intellectual. He's a mechanics engineer. He's got a passion for construction, and he's got a pretty high level. He's very skilled. So when it comes to building things, Daniel's going to be one of our primary folks that does that. Actually, let's see here. So so aside from Maya, we've got a decent count on our construction. We've got medical. All right, so we've got medical for Maya and Daniel. All right, and so each one of these elements. So Daniel is kind. Ryoko's a night owl. Night owl grifter who loves shooting. That should be interesting. Maya is an undergrounder who's tough and is a quick sleeper. She's a space marine. Used to be a cave world tunneler. So let's take a look at where we landed. Now, where we landed is very interesting, and where we landed is going to form kind of the basis of the theme for our game here on Rimworld. Because if you take a look very closely, and you can hear the sound effects, you hear the crickets and the animals. Yes, my friends, we have landed in green hell. We have landed deep in a tropical rainforest. We are in the middle of the jungle, surrounded by dangerous wild animals, like this panther over here. It's just kind of chilling out. We've got other things that are sitting around. We've got rats and snakes and just all kinds of deadly things waiting to take our lives. But the jungle is also covered in a bunch of broken things, like broken spaceship parts and ancient machinery, ancient temples, and then these weird animals like this boomalope. Just taking a look here. We've got a nice little lagoon here. We've got a war walker foot. So, got a lot of ancient machinery that we'll find around here. There's a rhino. Yeah, this is cool. Not seeing a lot. There's kind of the ruins of something, so like some ancient ruins, which is cool. In some of your playthroughs and some of the seeds for the planet, you'll find ancient temples, ancient ruins. I have found ancient ruin. I had one ancient ruin that had a bed and a toilet, and it said ancient. You click on it, it said ancient toilet. So we've got some more damaged war machines here. So something happened here in the jungle many years ago. We got more rhinos, and we got a cassowary. Cool. And monkeys. We have a bunch of monkeys. So we have landed in Green Hell. We have landed deep in the jungle, and we need to survive. We are we're not going to survive if we don't do something to get ourselves out of the elements. Oh, a teak tree. That's cool. And then we've got anima tree. Nice. And we've got, I thought we had more than one of those. Oh, here, we've got a disabled tank. Cool. So we've got an ancient engine block and an ancient ruined tank as well. So, a couple of cool plants. So, now that we've taken a look kind of at our environment, we get to know our characters, we're going to get started. Actually, before we get started, let's see here. So, we want to make sure that our shooter is equipped, and so Maya is a better shot. Daniel can have the knife. Who's the better melee person? So Maya's the better melee person, so we'll give her the helmet. Alright. And we've got a little dog. Newt, a male Yorkshire Terrier. Absolutely freaking useless. That dog is useless to us here in the Green Inferno. Okay. Oh, see, here's a snake. So yeah, we really are in the jungle. Now, what I'm doing here before we actually start the timer is I'm going through and I'm allowing our colonists to interact with some of these materials, because there's things like steel, and there will be, so here's some steel here, and it's got an X over it, and for some reason colonists aren't allowed to access these items when the game starts, and I'm sure there's a reason. I haven't really researched it. I just know it's something that needs to be done. So I go through, I'm just kind of scanning real quickly to see if there's anything else, because those are going to be very important until we get our colony up and running, because we're going to need to be able to build some buildings, hunt some animals, and start preparing them for food. Last thing before we do that, let's start building. These will be our rooms. And then so take a little bit of time, but we'll get there. Let's just put these in the corner for now. We'll work on the aesthetics later, but I want to get some basic buildings done. And orders to chop blue. Orders to chop wood around here. So we want to clear this area out. And hopefully that panther won't decide to come over here and attack us. As long as we leave him alone, hopefully he'll leave us alone. And one other thing, there's a couple of things we're gonna, as we proceed on. So now we're kind of getting, as the sun comes up, we're getting a better look at our new home. And there are a couple of different overlays that you can look at over here in the corner. So down here in the far right, you can turn on the ground overlay. And so what this is this shows you the areas that you cannot build in. So we're right on the edge of not being able to build. So we did really, really well there. You can turn on the roof. So once the roofs are built over top of these rooms, we will see that. Temperature controls. You can kind of see where the what the heat situation is like. And that panther is just like hanging out in the room there. So what's up with this dog, Mute? So it's Ryoko's dog. So what we will do is once we find out what room Ryoko is going to take, we will build a small place for the dog. So Ryoko's Yorkshire Terrier will have its own little bed, so it can be safe and happy. Let's just place a campfire here, just out in front, in case it gets cold at night. Oh, and I'm going to speed it up because unlike my other playthroughs, Rimworld's going to be a little different in that we're not going to rely on a consistent time control. So we're going to mainly be playing on an accelerated time control because this game can take a long time to do pretty much anything. So I don't want to sit here for hours and hours waiting on these guys to build a single room. So we're going to speed it forward. And there'll be times like when they go to sleep, we're not going to sit here and watch them sleep at a normal time. We will speed through that as fast as possible to get back to the action because that's just one of the things with Rimworld. You really have to kind of gauge your time control. I mean, it's perfectly within your personal desire if you want to play it at a normal time control, and that's fine. I've done that, but for the purposes of our playthrough, we're going to go this route. Actually, we need to set up a rice plant. And we'll get our rooms situated, get those up and running, make sure everyone's got a bed, and then once that's done, we will start looking at our stockpile zone. Wow. So these people are going to have plants and trees and everything in their rooms. Oh, cool. Everyone's got a bed. Excellent job, people. Hey, these colonists are pretty good at this. And yes, we will be. You'll see occasionally where I will stop to capture a screenshot. Potential. Always on the lookout for potential thumbnail opportunities. Most likely for the first episode, it'll just be the generic Rimworld thumbnail. But as we proceed on and start building our jungle paradise, you'll see more and more opportunities. Me taking advantage of those opportunities for screenshots. All right, Daniel is in there cleaning out the trees in his. Is that his bedroom? So nobody owns these beds yet. So we've got one room completed. That's good. So when they pass by each other and they have a little icon come up, You can click on them, and we'll get an idea. They quipped about savory foods and pets, the meaning of life. Ah, hey, Maya and Daniel are. All right, cool. So before we speed up a little bit, now that we know, this is where we'll put the dog cage or the dog crate. Okay. Daniel's up. And see, we're putting up the roofs now, so we'll be able to view. So that room is almost complete. We need to put a floor in there and work on the aesthetics. So we've got our, in the middle of nowhere, our nice little jungle home away from home starting to take shape. So let's go ahead now that they're almost done with these. So let's get some floors planned. And as with most games, as with most real-time strategy games, you want to make sure that you don't kind of overload your characters with tasks. So I feel like sometimes the Rimworld characters can get lost and just simply stop doing what they're doing. So I'll let them build a little bit, take a break, or at least get closer to being done with those items, and then we'll assign them more, which is why I waited until now to do the floors. But we also we're going to need a stockpile zone. And yeah, that should be good. Curious how the snakes and the animals in a lot of situations don't really do anything until you provoke them. We've got our rice. Rice plants growing. Maya's still working on clearing out some of the jungle. Oh, and let's see here. Terrain. We're going to have to mine this and tear this down. There's not a lot of room to build right here, but fence gate, and then pen marker. So this will be a pen for our folks that do animal husbandry. So let's see here. So Maya, Ryoko, and Daniel. So all three of them have pretty extensive abilities as far as animal taming and husbandry. So that'll be cool. But that little pen will allow them to capture things like guinea pigs and hares and other stuff for us to use later on. Let's see, flak pants. Let's see, who was it that had? All right, let's let them. Where do those pants go? Oh. speed through to the next day. I'm not going to sit here and watch them sleep. It says Hunter lacks a ranged weapon, but oh, it's probably Daniel. Because we don't have. Oh. So Ryoko's got a bolt action rifle. I thought I had. So Maya's got the pistol. And temperature matters as well. You'll see the temperature off to the side here. Not a lot, not as much in the jungle, but some in the more temperate areas, the temperate forests and stuff. You can have extreme cold spells, and you want to make sure that you're able to survive those. Let's see here. We need barricades. Build a quick barricade there. And a lot of this is preliminary stuff. As we start to grow out and we start to modify the landscape a little bit, we'll realign some of this stuff. Defenses. Maya's room finally coming together. So, looking good. I think we might be reaching the end of our tree cutting orders. So let's add a few more to that. I really want them to clear out this whole area. That should. A cobra is hunting, so we want to draft. Oh no! Our dog has died. Everyone is drafted. Kill the cobra. Hunt the thing. No. Stupid snake. The first unfortunate victim of our journey to another world. Is our little pooch. So we're gonna build a couple of graves over here. Oh, we've got some visitors. Oh, we don't want to eat him. That's weird. Graves are important because your colonists can get really upset if they see a body. So we want to make sure that... How's Ryoko doing? Bonded. Yeah, her... That sucks. That's got to be devastating. We're not really interested in visitors at the moment, so as our visitors come and go, once we've established ourselves a little bit and we have a little bit more going for us, then we'll deal with our visitors. But right now, we're dealing with the unfortunate death of Newt at the hands of our Cobra friend. That's no good. I mean, the dog was useless, but didn't want that to happen to it. Let's get this stuff out here, too. Finish cleaning out Maya's room. All right, so we've got everything built that we were going to build. Oh, let's slow it down a little bit. So production. So this is going to be our kitchen. We need our okay. It's not a good idea, really, to put your stove and your butcher table right next to each other. But I really just need food production to begin. Go ahead and get our floors good. Furniture, get our some lighting. Okay. So there's our butcher table. And with the tables, all the tables, you have to add bills to them. So we're going to butcher whatever forever. But in order to make whatever it is you want to make, whether it's stones, wait, what? Are you serious? We got a mad monkey. All right, we've got a mad monkey. We're going to take up defensive positions. This is not looking good. We get a good shot. Nice. We got it. Oh, I told you the jungle is dangerous. There's going to be all kinds of stuff happening. Did we seriously... Oh, that's just awful. I did not realize that was going to happen. Dog leather. Okay. That's just... Like I said, Rimworld is just unpredictable and weird and just brutal at times. So, our kitchen is coming along. So the campfire is cool because Ryoko's here. Yeah, let's not do that. We don't have the... That's part of the ideology DLC, and we really aren't set up to do any of that. Is that snakeskin leather? Lizard skin. Okay. Lizard skin. and they're cutting down these giant trees that are inside of our kitchen area at the moment. Oh, I cannot believe that just happened. Oh, really? Let's go ahead and build our enclosure around this, because eventually we'll have to put some kind of temperature control. We're going to need power eventually in order to regulate the temperature so that our food doesn't go bad. But let's speed it up since people are going to bed. Remember, Ryoko is a night owl, so she's all about staying up late, cutting down trees, I guess. So what I'm planning to do is we'll put a table here. So this will be kind of our kitchen food preparation and area and a place to eat. And then back here, we'll create a room here that will be for research. But I really want to wait on the stockpile room to be done first. Looking good. Hopefully somebody cleans up that blood soon. Got another, so we got roofs on everything, that's good. How's Ryoko doing? Alright, very low expectations. Good. I'm glad that she has low expectations, because we're going to have low delivery on a lot of this stuff. Alright, so now that we've got kind of that out of the way. So we got that. And then let's put a chair there, and then there we go. So eventually we're going to have a place to eat. And so we are the LANDA tribe. And let's go with Landato. Oh, well, that's no good. So we're going to be stuck with dirt in the corner because of the terrain. I guess that's okay. Wood floor here. And then let's go ahead and start preparing our research room. Production. Simple research bench. Yeah, that's fine. It's just giving me a warning that it's going to be outside, but it's only going to be outside for a little bit. Same thing for the stonecutter's table. Now, the research bench, it definitely needs a chair. I guess I'll give it to both of them. And we'll want to make sure it's well lit, because research requires a comfortable room. We want our scientists to get in there and start researching and advancing our technology, which, by the way, really? We need battery. That's our next research item. So I haven't shown some of this, but in Rimworld, you can either do manual priorities for things, or you can let the game do it. We'll do this while I'll talk about this while they're sleeping here. Actually, let's do this monkey too. So we have work. Then you can schedule. So you can set schedules for your colonists. If I know that Ryoko's a night owl and I really want her to work at nighttime, I can. I kind of like what she's doing right now. It's kind of a mixture. You can assign people. So we actually, I don't want them. All right, we'll just we'll leave things as they are. But also wildlife. So this is a quick way for us to see all of the wildlife that's currently roaming around. So if I need to hunt anything, so if I want to hunt a boar or an alpaca, these are great ways to take a look. And so this has a 50% chance that this alpaca will attack us. If we were to, go after it. And then research, we've got a research tree that gets far more complicated as it goes along. And that requires the research bench, where's my colony at? There it is. So that's what this is going to be. And so most likely it'll be Daniel that does our research, and he'll get better at it as time goes on, because our colonists do improve in their skills. We've got quests, and then if I want to, I can go back and see where we are. So we are in this is our colony, the Hendon Rainforest, kind of on the ocean. And so this is our home for now. Okay. So looking good. Starting to come along. Still very primitive, very jungle-esque, all wood, which is nice. And as our technology grows, and especially once we get some research underway, we need batteries. So there are many ways for us to generate power. We actually have the capability to build wood generators and wind turbines. But if they're not generating power, everything turns off very quickly. So we need batteries. So unless it's... I might build a wood generator to get some air conditioning running inside this room, because it's 70 degrees in there. But beyond that, not in too much of a hurry. Oh, I'm about to steal one. Okay. Not in too much of a hurry to get that going. Oh, I forgot. Electric stove needs a build as well. I was wondering why that wasn't filled up. Our research and stone cutting rooms coming along. Let's mine and get rid of this area here. Now, what is that? That's marble. So let's add a bill to make marble blocks as long as we can. What else do we have? Steel. So mostly marble. Wow, we got a lot of marble. What else is out here? Slate. Marble, slate. Hey, we could build a whole marble colony. So let's add slate as an option. So what's going on here? Oh, we're being raided. So we're going to draft up our colonists. What we got here? The choke slickers. Levi the pirate. Look at this guy. Levi the pirate is coming. But we're ready for him. What happened down here? We're ready for him. Yeah, he's been shot. He's done. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So now that he's stopped moving, so we'll end up taking his uniform off of him and using it for other things. But for basically, wait. Oh, you know what? I forgot that I forgot that our dumping stockpile was right there. Let's move that out here. I was like, why is he putting a dead castaway inside the research room? Because that's nasty. Look at that thing. Get rid of that. And our meat, our Yorkshire Terrier meat, spoiled. He has died. All right. Yeah. All right, Daniel's making blocks. Cool. So that's marble that we can use later to reinforce our colony. So we'll start out building with wood, but eventually we'll be able to move on to some more advanced materials. I'm going to wake Daniel up for a moment so that he can bury Levi the pirate, so that we can not get any kind of debuffs or penalties or anything. Sorry to wake you up just to bury the guy, Daniel. Ooh, we can open it? Okay. Wow, Maya's really good at that. No research at this time because we've been busy with other things. So I think once we've gotten our research room here taken care of, we'll start looking at building a generator room so that we can start powering some air conditioning. I don't know if these... So we've got the bill ready for simple meals. We've got the butcher table ready to go, which is working because we're certainly killing our fair share of animals. It is a good thing that Ryoko didn't end up partaking in any of the Yorkshire Terrier meat, because that would have been just tragically awful. Are we out of wood? Is that what's going on here? Yeah. Yep, we are. I forget that a lot of these look like they're bushes. They look like trees, but they're not. But part of the reason that our construction is sitting here untouched is we're out of wood. Yep, she's cleaning up the blood from Levi the pirate. Thank you, Ryoko, for keeping our colony clean. Yeah, we're moving along. Hopefully that'll inspire some research to get done here pretty soon. Daniel got a construction update. That's good. Hey, did you see that? Daniel and Ryoko. Aw. Ryoko turned him down. That sucks. I thought they had a chance. So I need her to... Oh, I swear. I wasn't paying attention. I built an electric stove. I need you to... Daniel, I need you to destroy this thing. I'm sitting here wondering why it's not working and why they're not fueling it. That's because it doesn't take fuel, because I built a stupid electric one. We need a we need a fueled stove. Here we go. Can't believe I did that. That's great. Still getting our... Yeah, see, our meat is rotting away. Which it wouldn't have been if I had built the right freaking stove. Okay. There we go. Our cassaway here has rotted. What is close by that won't murder us? So let's hunt a boar. Hopefully his companions don't come after us. Let's go up here and watch Maya do some boar hunting. She will pursue him relentlessly. Here is our target. Oh, wow, she's a good shot. She got him. So in about 20 hours it'll be dead, but she's going to try to keep killing it anyway. Oh, there's some more steel that we could use. Nice. These little hunting expeditions could be dangerous too, because she's wandering around attacking and trying to hunt our dinner. She runs the risk of meeting a more dangerous animal. Oh, wow. So its left eye is missing. That was close. Oh no, it's gonna get away. Please don't let it get away. Alright, while Maya's doing that, let's get back down here to our base. So we've got our fueled stove, fully fueled and ready to go. Our research table, which hasn't been touched. There's that rock sitting on top of the research table. Lord of mercy. What are we doing over here, Maya? You still chasing that thing around? Have you shot it at all? Okay, so she got it again. Oh. She got it. There's blood all over the jungle. That's crazy. It's a massacre. Just to get this one boar. Wow, that thing took a beating. But Maya is coming home with our dinner. So we've got our little like jungle hut here. And I want to, if we've got so much marble, I think that the next few things we build, we should start building kind of a really elaborate like marble temple. Let's build a marble temple in the jungle for our colonists. But for now, let's just oh, is she real? She refilled that? That's cool. For now, though. Oh, we had a transport pod crash. A quarry worker named Alpa. And shock due to pain. Death in 14 hours. What are their bio? Mining, construction, crafting, raid animalism. They're a wimp, kind, and jogger. Okay, that's kind of a conundrum because I'm not really sure. We're not really equipped to rescue somebody at the moment. He has a passion for mining, though. He really does, and that might be something that we could utilize. Let's see here. So we don't have enough for a bedroll. So I don't want to put another bed in here in somebody's room. But we need space for this person if we're going to bring them into the fold. What we got here? Al Pacino. Al Pacino. Oh my God. Al Pacino. We are tasked with rescuing Al Pacino from his crashed ship pod in the jungle. I think we'll make this decision on episode 2. All right, I think that has been enough of Rimworld for a day. We have our tiny little colony here, and we have been tasked with rescuing Al Pacino from the depths of the jungle. And I think that we're going to do okay. We've got a few things to work on. Ryoko and Maya are pursuing romance, but they haven't managed to just click yet. I think Ryoko's really upset because her dog got killed by a cobra earlier today, and somebody butchered it and tried to serve it up to her. That's kind of really twisted, but that's Rimworld. So, yeah. Well, I can't wait to see what happens next, because I have a feeling the weirdness is just getting started with our Deep in the Jungle tribe. So, hey everybody, thanks for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you next time for the next installment so that we see what happens to our growing little base. Take care, fly safe, and I will see you out there. I have been Commander Exorcist. Have a good night.